Unfortunately, the problems that you see in the church extend to the fact that the church is not teaching the people in the church what the truth is. And as a result, you have even, quote, faithful Catholics who are going to church and not hearing what the church's teachings are on a variety of issues. And I think that's one of the concerns. I mean, we talk about the problems in the Catholic Church. Well, that's one of the problems. You don't hear the media talk about it because they don't agree with the teachings of the church, but it is a serious problem of dissent, and the media likes to hype the dissent and encourage the dissent. And fortunately in America, they've been very successful in getting a lot of churches and dioceses and priests to not go out and preach the gospel. And that's one of the reasons in those communities that the church is dying. The places where they do preach the gospel, the church is thriving. And as it will be, and as we've seen all over the world, where they go out and teach the truth, people respond. Where they go out and give some watered-down version, they don't.
Senator, along those same lines, the Pope, in his Mass to the Cardinals, said that we have to do everything in Christ, otherwise we're just a philanthropic NGO. Does that suggest that Pope Francis is going to be able to solve the problem that you just talked about Catholics poorly catechized in their own faith?
I am so excited about this Pope because he's a man who has the heart of the people and understands that to help the poor, as Mother Teresa referred to them as the poorest of the poor. You can't just feed them. You have to nurture them. You have to, as I talked about today, provide a why, provide a hope, provide that hole that's missing in their heart and their souls. And Francis I understands that. He understands the mission of the church is not to go out and save lives. It's first and foremost to save souls. And of course, we want to save lives too. We want to help people. We want to provide for the material benefit. But that is not the primary goal of the church. There are other organizations that can do that. And by the way, the church should be part of that. The church should have organizations, and just as importantly, people within the church should take that as a responsibility. And I think that's one of the things I'm excited about, because I think he will, in a sense, tie that responsibility that we have, that Jesus taught us, to our role as Catholics, that we personally have an obligation to help those who are less fortunate, that's part of our holiness, that it isn't just something that we should do because it's a nice thing to do, but it's part of who we are. But we do it not because some sociological or humanitarian obligation. We do it because that is what our faith calls us to do, and we do it as part of our holiness.